Green sand that looks edited, a beach of the dead, a sea temple guarded by snakes, and a black sand shore where trolls got fossilized by sunrise. Yeah, we're doing that today, and your brain is about to have a great time. Some of these stories are folklore, some are living faith traditions, and some are basically safety warnings wearing a legend like a cozy coat. Either way, we're treating every place with respect, not like a spooky theme park. And because I love you, and I want you alive, I saved a bonus beach respect checklist after 1. So don't click away when the countdown ends, even if you think you've guessed the finale. Hi, I'm Carley, and if you're new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button so I can make more videos like these, and so YouTube actually shows you the next one. Quick promise, I won't fake experiences I don't have. I'll share what locals say, what sources say, and what you can do to visit smart, not reckless. Mini challenge. Comment the beach you'd visit first, and the one you'd only admire from a safe, sane distance. No shame, we're all learning, and we all have self-preservation instincts, mostly. Also tell me where you're watching from, because I'm always nosy about our little meanderer map. Alright, shoes off, shoulders down, and let's meander into 8. Number 8, Aoshima, Miyazaki, Japan. A shoreline where the rocks look like a giant corrugated washboard stretching along the coast at low tide, like the ocean laid down a textured runway. The ridges are real geology, layered rock sculpted by erosion, but the nickname is the hook, Devil's Washboard, like some seaside ogre does laundry. Cinematic moment, a slow pan over the grooves while water slides through them, like the ocean is tracing an ancient barcode across the shore, then a quick cut to the tide pulling back. If you're the type who loves slightly unreal landscapes, this one scratches the itch without needing any spooky backstory or jump scare music. Look for tide pools when the water pulls back, tiny worlds of crabs and sea life. And please don't step into pools like you own the place, or pick up creatures just to see. Travel bestie tip, those rocks get slick, so walk like you're on wet stairs. Tiny steps, no running, no dramatic spins for the camera, and keep your hands free for balance. Aoshima also has a small shrine on the island, which adds a gentle, spirit of place vibe without turning anything into a haunted house attraction. And if you're thinking, okay Carley, cute rocks, where are the creatures? Wait for 7, because it literally starts inside a church. Number 7, Cornwall, England. Soft grey skies, salty wind, and villages where the church is older than your group chat, and honestly, more dramatic. Near Zennor, there's a famous folktale about a mysterious woman who appears in church, drawn to the choir like it's a spell, and her voice is so mesmerizing it rewires the room. In many retellings, a young man, often called Mathe Truella, becomes obsessed, follows her toward the coast, and then disappears, like the sea just edited him out of the story. Later, sailors claim a mermaid surfaced and asked them to lift their anchor because it was blocking her home beneath the waves, chills every time. The villagers connect the dots. The beautiful stranger in church was the mermaid all along, and the sea basically claimed him. My favorite detail, Zennor Church has a carved bench end depicting a mermaid, sometimes called the mermaid chair, like a wooden warning label that says, "Don't follow the pretty stranger." If you hike coastal paths in Cornwall, watch the edges. Those cliffs are stunning, but they're not forgiving, especially in wind that can lean you sideways. Pattern interrupt, quick vote, team mermaids are romantic, or team mermaids are terrifying. Drop R or T in the comments. Next, we're heading to New Zealand, where stones become lost cargo in Māori tradition, equal parts geology lesson and origin story. Number 6, Kukohi Beach, New Zealand. The sand is scattered with massive round boulders that look like dragon eggs washed ashore after a storm, sitting there like the beach is hoarding secrets. These are the Moaraki boulders. Science calls them concretions formed over time, which is already mind-bending because Earth really said, I can do sculpture too. But in Kaitahu traditions, they're hinaki, food baskets, and hu, gourds, cast ashore from the wreck of the Araturu Waka, petrified supplies from an ancient voyage. That's one of my favorite travel feelings. Two truths coexisting, geology under your feet, and meaning carried through memory and story, both worth listening to. Cinematic moment, sunrise light on the boulders while waves stitch white foam around them like lace, and you just stand there quietly like, okay, wow. If you go, resist the urge to decorate them with coins, shells, or little offerings. Leave no trace is the kindest form of respect, and it photographs better anyway. Practical note, don't climb them or scratch them. They're protected and culturally significant, and nobody wants to be the tourist who damages someone's taonga. If you want the guardian spirit version of beach energy, 5 has it. People literally ask the sea for protection with flowers. Number 5, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where the beach isn't just scenery, it's culture, community, music, and a whole mood with a saltwater soundtrack. On Yemanjá Day, thousands gather on Arpoador Beach dressed in white, carrying flowers to the water to honor Yemanjá, a sea deity in Afro-Brazilian religions like Candomblé and Umbanda. People wade in and offer bouquets, asking for protection, prosperity, and for the sea to wash away negativity, like a spiritual reset with waves as a soundtrack, drums in the background, and a real sense of reverence. It's beautiful, joyful, and deeply sacred, which means this is not the moment for main character behavior or pushing a camera into someone's prayer. If you ever witness it, stand back, be discreet, and don't touch offerings, ever, for a cute photo. That's not your ritual to remix. If you want to participate respectfully, follow local guidance. Many places have specific traditions about what's appropriate to offer and what isn't, and you don't want to be accidentally disrespectful. Pattern interrupt, type waves in the comments if you're still with me, and candle if this one felt like a cleansing you didn't know you needed. Okay, guardian goddess energy to serpent guardian energy, because 4 is a sea temple with snakes, tide drama, and a sunset that makes people forget basic safety. Number 4, Tanah Lot, Bali, Indonesia, an iconic sea temple perched on a rock, framed by surf like it's posing for postcards, and yes, it's as pretty as your feed makes it look. It's also part of Bali's famous sea temple lore, which is why the atmosphere feels bigger than just a sightseeing stop, even if you're only there for the view. But the whispered about detail is underneath in the caves, sea snakes, and local legend ties them to protection of the temple. One popular story says the priest Dang Hyang Niratha transformed his sash into a giant serpent and charged it as the temple's guardian. Literal magic, symbolic myth, or both, you decide. The point is clear either way. This is sacred space, not a playground, so act like a respectful guest. No climbing, no shouting, no barrier hopping for the shot. Temple-adjacent etiquette still applies. Dress respectfully, lower your voice, and don't treat ceremonies or offerings like background props for your Bali montage. Also, check the tide. At high tide, the water cuts off access, and the ocean does not care about your itinerary or your sandals, or your just 1 minute bargaining. Cinematic moment. The sun drops behind the rock temple, waves glow silver, and for a second the crowd goes quiet like everyone collectively remembered how small we are. If you like legends that come with a protector, you're going to love 3, because this one is about a place people swear will punish you for stealing souvenirs. Number 3, Papakolea, Hawaii. A beach with sand so green it looks like someone cranked the saturation, but it's real, and it's rare. That color comes from olivine crystals concentrated by wave action from the surrounding volcanic rock, which is basically nature saying, here, have a jewel beach, and USGS geology backs up the olivine story. Because it's so unusual, some visitors used to steal the sand, and that's where the superstition people call Pele's Curse shows up. Bad luck for anyone who takes rocks or sand from Hawaii. There are reports of tourists mailing rocks back because they're convinced a streak of misfortune is connected to what they took, which is equal parts spooky and, honestly, kind of sad. Also, this spot isn't hop out of the car easy. Access is typically on foot over rough terrain, so plan water, sun protection, and realistic timing. Your future self will thank you. My take? Whether you believe in curses or not, the respectful move is the same. Don't take anything. Leave it for the land, the culture, and the next person who needs wonder. Okay, this is your subscribe moment right after the big reveal. If you love travel stories with real places, real culture, and just enough goosebumps, hit subscribe and come meander with me weekly. Because 2 is a beach whose name is tied to death, and the ocean there has the muscle to match the myth. Number 2, Zipolite, Oaxaca, Mexico, often translated from Zapotec as Beach of the Dead, and locals have warned about it for generations. The sea here can have strong currents and undertow, and the danger is part of why that nickname sticks. Sometimes the legend is the warning label that keeps people humble. It's also known for a free-spirited beach culture. It's famously Mexico's first legal public nude beach, so the vibe can feel relaxed, until the water reminds you who's in charge. Travel bestie rule: swim like an adult, stay near lifeguards when they're present, watch flag systems, and don't wade in just because other people are doing it. Rip currents don't care if you're fit, confident, or filming, so if the surf looks aggressive, let it be aggressive from a distance and keep your day peaceful. If you want the chill Zipolite experience, keep it to shoreline walks, sunset watching, and respecting the ocean like it's bigger than you, because it is. Tiny mental trick: if you wouldn't comfortably sprint back to dry sand in 5 seconds, you're probably too close to the water. All right, one time. This one looks like a movie set: black sand, jagged sea stacks, and folklore that turns creatures into stone, plus official warning signs you should actually obey. Number 1, Renisfjara, Iceland. Black sand, basalt columns, and a mood that says fantasy film, even when the weather is behaving and the sky is pretending to be friendly. Offshore are the Renisdrangar sea stacks, and folklore says they were trolls turned to stone at sunrise, caught mid-mischief because they misjudged dawn. One popular version says trolls tried to drag a ship to shore, got greedy, forgot the clock, and the sun froze them into rock. So the coastline is basically a myth you can photograph. But here's the real danger: sneaker waves. Iceland's tourism authorities have installed warning signs and improved safety info here because waves can surge suddenly and pull people in fast. Your safest plan is boring on purpose. Stay well back from the waterline, keep your eyes on the sea, and never turn your back for one last shot. Keep kids close, keep phones in pockets near the surf, and don't stand where the sand is smooth and wet. That's usually the wave reaches here evidence. Cinematic moment. Stand near the basalt columns, let the roar hit your chest, and watch the sea stacks from a distance. No risky close-ups required, no sprinting from surprise waves. This isn't fear-mongering, it's respect. The Atlantic doesn't care if you're filming in 4K, and it definitely doesn't care if you're almost done. And now, bonus after 1, because I want you to take home memories, not cautionary tales. Bonus: my 5-point beach respect checklist for legend and curse locations. Save this for your next trip and thank me later. 1. Don't take sand, rocks, shells, or just one little thing. Photos weigh nothing, and wonder isn't a souvenir. 2. If locals say it's sacred, treat it as sacred. Quiet voice, no climbing, no mockery, no weird dares for likes. 3. Check tides and posted warnings before you step out for that quick photo that turns into a rescue call. 4. Watch the ocean for a full minute before you go close. Calm water can still throw a surprise wave. 5. Leave offerings alone. If it isn't yours, it isn't content. Full stop. If you want, I can turn this checklist into a printable one-pager for your travel journal. Just comment checklist, and I'll make it happen in a future video. If you made it this far, tell me in the comments which beach felt like a guardian and which felt like a warning, and hit like if you want one more secret travel stories. Next episode, we're flipping the script, tourist traps that actually hide amazing local secrets behind the scenes. So subscribe if you want the Why This Works version of travel. Until then, wander, explore, discover, and I'll see you in the next meander.